Welcome, DJs and entertainment for sure. Interview I have been trying to get for a very long time. Mr. Calvin Shelby. Rest in peace, Mr. Benny Shelby. Apologize for the sound. Interviewing an icon at a very iconic place, DC's restaurant. That being said, we're here with Mr. Calvin Shelby, entertainment icon of Kansas City, Missouri. I appreciate it. Here on DJs and Entertainment. How did you start doing entertainment in Kansas City?
Well, first I started out in the business of sporting good business.
Okay.
My brother and I, we had sporting good business, maybe one of the first in Kansas City. And we started that business on 71st and Prospect. We could never catch, but we sold Converse tennis shoes, all sporting familiar, and t-shirts and warm-ups. But we never could catch the loop of our city to support that entity like we should have. But also, we had some great opportunity because we were the first black company this side of Mississippi to get a Nike contract, a Converse contract, and throughout the time, no black on this side of Mississippi had never received that. So that was encouraging to us, but we didn't get the full. We got support from our community, but not the kind of support we should have gotten at that time. So, saying that, we decided what else can we do? We had the entrepreneur spirit, so we came up with trying to create entertainment industry. Quite a few people, so we decided to go to see if we can go into the club business. We found a small little spot on 75th and Truth with just 2 rooms, and we started, so we kind of made it a membership, sort of privately like club, and that was in 1979, I believe, and from there, we had memberships and sort of like everybody was welcome, but you had to go through a membership process in order to have the type of club we were trying to develop at that time. And from there, we continued and started going from 74. We had a great happy hour. We stayed there for happy hour. We went on into the night. So if you didn't get there early enough, you wouldn't be able to hardly get in there when we started this entity because we only had 2 rooms, a bar, a kitchen, and a little old square room. So from there, our growth took off and we expanded. We brought another part of the building. And from that building, our business kept growing to our astonishment. So we was able to continue to grow and continue our membership. A lot of people wanted to get membership. And we still carried that membership up for millions of years, but however, we opened it up more to the public.
Right.
We probably one of the first, at one time we had private license. So we were probably one of the first blacks in this city to ever get that. I think they don't have that any longer.
What exactly is private license?
Well, license that you would be a private club to a degree.
Okay, got
and kind of have certain people, to come in or to be your clients or your customers.
Right.
So we did that, but as we grew, then we opened it up more and more and more.
I want to rewind back a little bit. You talked about the sports shop, and that was on 71st.
71st and Prospect.
Right. So with that, what was the name of that?
Shelby Sporting Goods.
Now, did you also have that at 75th and Prospect?
I did, because we ended up buying that building, and then we put our sporting goods there. We still trying to hold on to. We love that business because we love sports.
Right.
My brother was a good football player. I was a good football player, and we just love sports and we love kids.
Right. Mike A. Jones, got to give a nod and definitely a cap off. A fellow classmate, Gold Southwest Indians, made that tackle. As you said it, you did your job. Now back to Mr. Calvin.
So through those entities, we supported a lot of community things. We sponsor Shelby Sporting Goods. We sponsor baseball. We sponsor football. We were the first blacks to come to 3-2 league down on Bannister.
Right.
And we had about 4 teams of black young kids which had never played at 3-2 league, which might have went on to college. Some did go on to college and play ball. And so we did that. We coached football teams, my brother and I. We both had boys, so we coached them up to championships and developing a whole sporting, giving back to the community. So we've always wanted to be a giver to our community because we appreciate the young people.
Sure. Again, Mr. Calvin Shelby, man, we have talked business, we have talked club and everything else, and you've been at it for a very long time. What does the future look like for you?
Well, the future look like to me is just keep my health. Thank God to keep me here for as long as He think I should be here. But other than that, one entity we did mess up, that we did add more clubs to our resume.
Sure did.
So my brother and I, we said, well, we had a place, and these are the mostly older customers coming to the app.
Right.
So we were going to move the app to another entity, which was larger, nicer. So we saw a piece of property and we went where the body works. We were going to make that the Epicurean.
Right.
But it was amazing that the more room we had, less people wanted to come.
That is.
And that was astonishing to us because when we go to other cities, big nice clubs was what they did.
Right.
And when people go out of town, they would come back and say, man, this is too small.
Right.
So we moved down the street and we tried to open up Body Work. We tried that for a minute. We were going to move the Epicurean before we Body Work, but then we said, okay, then we'll just make another entity.
Right.
So we turned it into Body Work.
Right.
We kept, and then I moved back up to the Epicurean.
Right.
So we had 2 entities going.
Right.
Because that one didn't work the way we thought, but we ended up having Body Work.
Right.
Which over a 10-year period became very successful, a little younger,
right.
A little more upbeat.
Right.
And we had that entrepreneur spirit. And we said, well, as we grew, we got that, and the Epicurean going, we said, well, we need another spot. So we went to 18th Street, and there we were going to be the juke joint. Right. They wouldn't let us use the joint, so they had to call it the juke house.
Okay.
I don't know why they didn't, but it was that racism down there, probably.
Right.
But anyway, we went down there. We were going to have blues and jazz and bands and live music. Right. Again, due to lack of support, it ended up becoming a club also.
Right.
We still did live music, and we're going back trying to do live music.
Right.
But we end up having that entity. And then my brother, I didn't invest in that, went on to the 9th inning. We said we need a sport board now.
True, I remember. Wow, I forgot about that. Yes.
And he tried to give us something we haven't had, and we didn't get enough support from the state.
Right.
And what I'm saying to our people, if you just ever be heard, that when people try to go into businesses, you got to support them, especially when they are the character that you think you would want your community or your children or their children to come to. Right. Because those are 4 entities, to some success and to some not. But I just always want to make sure we support businesses because it's hard to be in business. And if our own people don't support it, the majority's not. That is true.
Man, the 9th inning sports bar, a lot of great memories there. In basic, it was a black sports bar. The decor featured a lot of athletes from around the Kansas City area. They would do fights and whatnot on the big screen, and it was just kind of a great environment. Yes, it did have its challenges for sure. But like Mr. Shelby said, when we don't support it, the masses will not come. That being said, final thoughts from Mr. Shelby.
Well, like I said, my future, I pass those entities on to my nephew and my family, and I hope they carry it to be successful and humble and loving and the things that's necessary to accomplish. And I'm going to just thank God and keep it moving. And wherever I can be of help to people, that's what I will try to do.
DJ, go ahead.
And I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to tell this story, and maybe one day it'll be told and they'll say, wow.